What are we trying to talk about? Ananias was a spiritual gatekeeper. He was not an apostle. Take note of this. There's a lot of deep things in the Acts of Apostles we read. So many deep things. He was not an anointed pastor. I was teaching the youth in our mentoring class, and I told them that one of the major mentors of Paul, the apostle, that became one of the biggest ministers that the New Testament has ever known was Ananias. And guess what? Nobody poured oil on him. Let that sink. Some of you think until you carry a microphone, until you're a pastor, before you make the impact. But do you know that many of the souls, that many of the impact that Paul the apostle did, Ananias will benefit from it when they get to heaven? When we get to heaven, they say, who led this man to Christ? Ananias was one of the people that raised their hand. We mentored him, sir. But all the impact he made. Some of you are waiting until you are announced before you do exploit. You can do exploit from where you are. My first invitation to preach as a pastor, as a preacher, I was not a pastor. I was just a teenager, about 15 or 16 years old. Nobody poured oil on me. I was preaching in a bus. The bus was going from one place to another. I entered the bus, stood at the back, and I was shouting. I wasn't doing with the intention of getting an invitation. Good morning, brothers and sisters. I paid my ticket to join the bus, not because I was going anywhere, just to preach the gospel. Because I saw myself as a spiritual gatekeeper. When I was doing it, first day, second day, months passed. One day as I was doing it, one man followed me as I was coming down from the bus. He said, young man, I love the way you preach. Can you come and preach in my church? I said, where is your church? He gave me the name and address. I thought it was a church of 10, 15 people. When I got there over 500 people, my knees were shaking. I was just a small boy. When my knees were shaking, they thought it was the anointing. I knelt down. They didn't know that young man was nervous. My first invitation to preach to a crowd, and that was my breakthrough. But at the end of the day, because I saw that God has made me to be a gatekeeper,